Namaskar and welcome to Healthy You with AAPI. And we all have heard the saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And it's best to take care of your body and mind before they signal, help is needed. So today we are talking to Dr. Murthy Gokula, MD. He is board certified in family medicine and geriatrics and lifestyle medicine. So let me welcome Dr. Gokula on ITV Gold. Dr. Gokula, you have an amazing journey. And how did you get into this lifestyle medicine? I know you have a lot of stories to tell us. So please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, all the viewers. And I just want to say, before I start talking about the journey, I want to thank API for giving this opportunity and also ITV Gold for doing this interview. And I like the slogan behind you, Healthy You with API. So try to dissect health, heal dash THY, heal thyself. So when you heal thyself is when you actually can live a life. And health is about living a life full of vitality and vibrancy until we have the last moment of existence. So my journey, I'm from Hyderabad and I went to Siddhartha Medical College for medical school, then went to Jamaica, lived there for 5 years. And from very young age, I went to spirituality, heartfulness, meditation. And in 2000, I came to United States. I finished my family medicine from Michigan State University, then University of Michigan Geriatrics. Then I finished my hospice palliative medicine. And in 2007, I came to Toledo, Ohio, did start the geriatrics fellowship at the University of Toledo, and did a lot of academic work. And obviously the stresses, and I didn't take care of myself, and I became my abdominal obesity was way through the roof. But I was physically active, but I didn't know until when I decided to leave the university in 2016 and start my new journey, because I created a model called Stay Home Model of Care, blending medicine and technology, and how do you help older adults age at home. And somewhere along the line, when I started my practice here, I call that Concierge Connected Holistic Healthcare. And one of my friend said, "You're a holistic guy. You should learn about lifestyle medicine." I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Go to the website." And I went to the website and I looked at what does it take to get board certification. And one of the key requirements was to do a 10-hour in-person CME. And I looked at the colleges you can go, and Harvard was one of them. And I said, why not go to the best? And when I went in 19 to do the CME course over there, I was surprised to look at the evidence, the research, and the data. And Harvard has an Institute of Lifestyle Medicine for like 15 years. And that's when I came back and I literally looked at all the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. First is diet. Second is exercise, social relationships, stress management, sleep, and addictions. So I was terrible at sleep because of long hours. I was terrible at diet. I was okay with exercise. Stress management, I have championed it by being a heartfulness trainer and practicing for 28 years. And I don't have any addictions except for food. So I do have food addiction. I love, and I'm sure most Indians do that. So that's how when I came back and I studied, and 20 November, I got into lifestyle medicine. And last year, I started implementing the pillars of lifestyle medicine. I do an assessment on every patient and do a medical visit first, address their medical visit for their medical needs. And then next visit, I actually sit down with them for an hour and I actually go through each pillar, and we create SMART goals and we create fit criteria for them to follow, very specific. So when I was taking the test, it was the first time I never prescribed a pill, but I was treating medical problems through lifestyle medicine.
Right.
So it's all about disease reversal and not just disease management. So that's how I got into lifestyle medicine. And I want to tell the viewers, this is the best decade I'm looking forward to in my entire career of being a physician. It's bringing the joy of medicine back through lifestyle medicine.
So tell me, Dr. Gokula, is it like, should you like basically from the beginning, as when you are like a child, your parents should inculcate those habits in you that you don't have, you start following it from the very beginning of life?
Oh, thanks, Pia. That's a great question, because what lifestyle medicine is nothing but what is mirrored if we go back to our Indian culture from thousands of years. There's nothing new. You can see the results of it. And you don't have to do that. And I have been practicing geriatrics for 18 years, and I understand chronic diseases and what it takes. So you're right. It starts from conception to change and how the lifestyle is. And it starts within the family. And there is clear evidence on that. If the family does not do a good job, and now I'm going through it, I'm trying to change, and my son changed, and my daughter has changed a lot. My wife is changing how she buys stuff and shops. So it is within the family from childhood into complete till the last last day of your existence.
I think you explained it very well, Dr. Gokula. I know people say prevention is better than cure, or they even say there is another saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And definitely now there is a lot of focus on wellness. All of a sudden, you see, there is so much focus. Everybody talks about wellness. Everybody is like, no, you have to do this. That's how you should do. Don't eat this. Don't do that. So tell me, why healthcare and not just sick care?
When it is wellness, it's together.
When
it is illness, it's you're alone suffering through that.
Right.
So the point I'm trying to make is wellness is always the most, as social animals, it's we, not I. If you're isolated, social isolation is one of the greatest stressors. And doing sick care, United States has championed and is way far ahead than any other country in the world. Most advanced. We do miracles every day through our advancements, but we do a very poor job at trying to prevent things. The system is not designed that. In India, I'm actually surprised, because I'm screening rural areas now, the amount of disease burden, like diabetes, hypertension, chronic kidney disease. And so what do you do when you're sick? You don't have a great healthcare system that supports you all the way, right? In India, somebody gets it, there's no insurance to support you unless you work and all that, but you're paying out of pocket. So why do I have to? And if you take it on the American side, yeah, you have insurance, but you still have a lot of expenses, and you can say that sick care is one of the key reasons healthcare bills that people file bankruptcy in this country. So
Right.
the point I'm trying to make is, why do I want sick care when I'm not going anywhere with it? I want healthcare. So I want to heal myself first, and my journey. And I've been practicing lifestyle for myself for the last 2-3 years, and it's not easy. Nothing is easy, I didn't become a doctor in just like waking up saying that I'll be a doctor. It took 5.5, 6 years to graduate,
A lot of
then
hard work.
residency, then fellowship, then now I'm still continuing, and now I'm doing another fellowship. It's called anti-aging medicine. So my point is, it's a continuous process, and that's why I like wellness, because it's a continuous process. Sick care is a very episodic. You get sick, you get better, but you never feel well, right?
Absolutely.
Because you have it within you. But now I feel well because I'm practicing lifestyle for myself. And this is what I want to spread to the rest of the world. And once I get very good at it in the next 2-3 years, that's my goal, to kind of help people understand why they have to focus on healthcare and not just sick care.
Basically, wellness, it's a science which keeps evolving and is, converging with healthcare.
Right.
So you were earlier talking about this disease reversal, possible. So let's talk a little bit more about that. How is it possible?
Obesity and type 2 diabetes, they both have a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as I told you, the reason why you get is obesity or type 2 diabetes, it starts with all calories. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, we all consume calories, right, every day. And what happens to that? It goes and the body synthesizes it, metabolizes it, and then gives you glucose. And then insulin comes, takes this glucose, it goes all over the body, saying, hey, do you want this? See, you and I are talking now and breathing now, pumping heart, they all require energy. So,
Absolutely.
so your body is actually utilizing all this glucose, but then what happens? If you put more glucose, where does it go? So what happens is it gets converted to fat. Humans, we are not designed to sit like this and spend time. We were supposed to be running all over the place, working and moving. So because we don't consume, we don't spend all the calories and we consume a lot more, then the insulin takes it and converts it into fat.
I,
And then
I think that's an understatement. A lot more. We consume a way lot more than what our body
exactly,
needs.
yeah. And when you start putting all this, it gets accumulated all over the body,
Mm, mm,
and the cells also get dumped with all this. So after a while, you continue this process, and then what happens? The insulin, the cells will say, "Thank you, I don't want anymore. I'm full." Right? When your belly is full, you're not going to eat and dump more food into your body. You'll say, "Okay, enough." So same thing, the cells will tell the insulin, "I'm fine, thank you," and then the insulin, then the sugar goes up, then the insulin will go up again because insulin's job is to put the sugar down. So both keep going up to a point that it's insulin resistance. And that's what type 2 diabetes is for you. Obesity is for you the same thing, insulin resistance. So, but then there's a lot of inflammation that happens because of the kinds of food that you eat. For example, we are very good at eating Hyderabadi biryani, right?
right.
So what is biryani consist of? White rice. Then it
Carbs.
consists of meats. So I'll give you what happens when you eat white rice is it's refined. We were not supposed to do that. We were supposed to eat it whole grain. When you refine it, there is a chemical process. And then the body doesn't understand this and it reacts and causes inflammation. So if I have to kind of educate the public now, what I would say is based on the inflammation and insulin resistance. So I start talking to the patient about, okay, what are the right kinds of foods you should eat? What's the right amount of exercise you should do? And we are very specific when we give this in the reversal process. We just don't say, eat less meat. No, I'll tell them, I want you to eat 2 to 3 servings of vegetables in the morning, every day, 7 days a week for 365 days. Then I'll say, eat 5 to 7 servings of fruit. And I'll give them specific fruits if they want. So in diabetes, it's a myth that people think diabetes is because of sugar. No, it's because of fat. So it's fat gives you 9 kilocalories of fuel to the body. Carbs give you 4 kilocalories, proteins 4 kilocalories. So the point I'm trying to make is if you want to reverse diabetes, cut down all the animal products because that's saturated fat. Cut down and minimal oil. So people say I'm a vegan, but they fry stuff. You're not going to win the game.
Exactly.
So minimal oil, and then you completely embrace plants like plant-based, whole food, whole grain diet, and your diabetes will get reversed in 3 months. And what we do is I tell them, okay, these are the 6 things you really have to change: processed food, sugar, animal products that includes eggs, dairy, refined flours, and I just added gluten too. And recently, I just reversed psoriasis for an Indian CEO who owns a company in India. He went to Mayo Clinic. He's on all we call them TNF inhibitors. But I just told him, do intermittent fasting so that at least it helps your body to rest. And then I said, stop all these 6 poisons. I gave him an anti-inflammatory diet,
Mm.
completely reversed. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's not like I created all these things. It's all published data. When you
Exactly.
fix inflammation, insulin resistance, you do
Mm.
disease reversal. It takes time because you got to change your behavior.
Mm.
And somebody like you, who is very ambitious and successful and doing great things,
Thank
uh, it'll be easy for me.
you. Mm.
And
So, doctor, I just came, since you're talking about diets and stuff like that. And if you see in 2022, if see all the diets, there are every day a new diet comes out that, this is, this kind of diet, this is paleo, this is that, so many diets are out there. And a person, some of the people I know, they're like, "Oh, whatever new comes out there, new diet, they want to follow it." Do you think it's a good way to lose weight, or it's a good way to be healthy?
if diets did all the job, then they should be all been there for long, right?
Hmm.
They all fail. Yeah, they produce quick results because when you do a diet, somebody has figured it out, and then
Hmm.
you get quick results, but they don't sustain.
Hmm.
So with lifestyle medicine, we are actually changing the behavior.
Hmm.
So in my case, I used to eat a lot of Indian crunchy snacks, Indian food that's fried, and now I don't, because I know what's going to exactly happen to my body.
Hmm.
So it's not a diet that will fix me, it's the lifestyle that
Hmm.
fixes me. So that's why, what if you say, what diet do you prescribe? I'll try to keep this very simple for you.
Hmm.
I usually say in a plate, 25% should be vegetables. And it's not like everything should be palak. No, it should be colorful.
Hmm.
It should be a carrot that's red in color, yellow in color, zucchini, then it should be beans, then it should be green leaves, colorful. Radishes that are white,
The
and
more
that kind.
colorful diet you have, the better it is because it has
Right.
more nutrients.
Yeah. And then 25% should be fruits, 25% lentils, and 25% grains like quinoa or brown rice. And you're right. We call them rainbow colors. The reason why, you remember I told you about chicken converting to activated glycated end products
Mhm,
in the
mhm,
body? Well, plants don't do that. They create very little load.
mhm,
So the body can clear it and you won't have a problem. But with meat, it like a turkey sandwich creates 8,000 times more AGEs than plants. So that's why if you eat plants, you can eat as much as you want, no problem at all. You know,
mhm,
like a pound of lettuce is 60 calories, but a pound of oil, pound
mhm,
of meat
mhm.
is 20 to 30 times more calories, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's how we use diet to kind of change. So for me, diet is eating it balanced and trying to kind of eat grains, proteins, then your fruits. Indians, there is data clearly. Indians are very poor at eating fruits. So we should encourage, that's why I encourage more fruits in Indian population in my
Mhm,
patient.
mhm.
And that
So
too colorful.
I quickly wanted to ask you about, if, people want to get in touch with you, where can they get in touch with you? And, how can they do that?
Well, in US, it's a concierge model.
Mm,
I have been in the system for so long. I
mm,
know the insurance model is a failed model as far as I'm concerned, as far
mm,
as healthcare. It's very
mm,
good for sick care.
mm,
So, and the system has changed so much in US that to live and practice as a new physician
mm,
in primary care is very difficult. 60% go to overheads. So I started a concierge model wherein people pay a membership fee, and then I give time. So typically I see 6 to 8 patients, and
mm,
I give my undivided attention to these people, but
mm,
I'm available 24/7. I'm like, they are my VIP patients. And
mm,
my practice is in Toledo, Concierge Connected Care.
mm,
Uh, and uh, Stay Home I Will is an acronym, actually,
mm,
how that all started.
mm.
Uh, I've been doing telemedicine, Pia, from 2013 when nobody even thought of it.
Out of
And I do
telemedicine.
remote patient monitoring also. Like I
Mm,
give you Bluetooth blood pressure, your Fitbit I have an app that
Hmm.
if Fitbit comes into my app, I watch all those
Hmm.
remotely. And if you have sugar, I give a Bluetooth blood sugar machine, a weight. So all this, it's called remote patient monitoring.
Hmm.
So I do that in the concierge model.
Hmm.
And I'm in Toledo. Well, it's not a rich place like Los Angeles or
New York.
Arizona or in
Hmm.
Florida,
Hmm.
but I love Toledo. I'm here. My family is here, and my daughter is here. So I'm in Toledo. If anybody wants to contact me, it's very easy. My phone number is 517-896-0360,
Hmm.
and my patients get my cell phone, and I'll be happy to talk to them and do good for them.
Absolutely. And you do have a website too.
Yep, I do have a website, and recently, again, I want to thank Anupama, and she gave us a half day of lifestyle medicine conference in GHS, and now
Hmm.
we're going to form the ad hoc committee for AAPI in lifestyle medicine, and we're going to continue to do our work, uh, flowing through, try to help our Indians and change. And I hope you learned something from this discussion about the six poisons and what you need to do for the six pillars and inculcating in your daily life.
Absolutely. I would want to just thank you so much, Dr. Murthy Gokula. It was a pleasure talking to you. And definitely, I did learn a lot and I will follow some of the things.
I hope the viewers will also start. If I have to summarize this, I want to say that start avoiding all the six poisons: processed food, sugar, animal products with eggs, dairy, refined flour, and gluten. And because they all cause inflammation. And then start doing the six pillars of eating a whole food, plant based, whole grain diet. It's very easy for Indians to do that. And then start exercise, some kind of exercise. Movement is medicine. Meditate every day to reduce the stress. And that's what we are doing, heartfulness with API.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I had a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Pia. You made my day talking about lifestyle medicine. I get very excited. And as I said, last night was a difficult night for whatever reason with sleep. But now I'm all pumped up talking to you and spreading this message about lifestyle medicine. And I hope we heal thyself first and transform using the six pillars of lifestyle medicine. And I encourage all the RP doctors to get board certified in lifestyle medicine. Anybody can get board certified. It's very easy. And start giving that gift of knowledge to all the patients and create and be the ripple effect to
Absolutely.
change and heal people by healing thyself and create healthcare and not just sick care. Talk about wellness and not illness, and bring ease and remove the dis-ease.
Wonderful. Beautifully said. And once again, wishing you all the best, Dr. Gokula.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you, Pia. Thanks. You've been a great person to talk to. Enjoyed my time this morning. It was
Thank
well
you.
worth
Same
it.
here. Thank you.